Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Inside RIC Athletics. I'm Cody Chalifoux. Today, I have the pleasure of being sitting down with the head women's basketball coach, Coach Jenna Cosgrove. Coach, thanks for taking some time to sit down with me.
Of course, thanks for having me.
Of course, and you guys just got off this last weekend. Season started, and just like last year, the deck is stacked in the beginning. You have a lot of really good opponents. You play two nationally ranked teams back-to-back. You have Babson, as you're watching this at home right now. And what's that kind of process, like stacking the die? I know you guys have NCAA hopes, and you want to try to get everyone prepared for March right now. So what's that kind of process like, figuring out your schedule and who you're going to play?
Yeah, we want to play a really tough non-conference schedule. I think we're ahead of where we were last year as far as being ready for that right now.
Right.
Last year, I thought we really started coming together after Thanksgiving, so I'm hoping we'll see what happens tonight or right now. But, it's to prepare them. I think we have the personnel, we have the veterans, so we have the experience to be able to take on these higher-ranked opponents, and it's only going to make us better. I think the players are also really want the challenge. They're destined to get back to that NCAA tournament, and with hopes of trying to knock off some of these teams and get if the chance at a not large if that's what's needed. So yeah, we're excited.
Right, and not often do you have a team that not only has won the last championship, but the last two championships, and is returning most of that core from those, especially last year's team. And you have 4 of your 5 starters coming back from last year. And how much of a blessing is that to kind of have at least you have 6 or 7 rotation members in, and then you add on to that through transfers and freshmen.
Yeah, our senior class is deep. They're experienced. The chemistry is just developed so much, even, to see it now compared to what it was with Janaya, Antonia, Izzy, and Nelly. Fortunately, Macy's got the injury, but she provides so much. She's a senior captain for us. So it's just it's really great to see because the chemistry is there. I think it's a team that can really do a lot more. I think we're playing a little different this year, trying to give them a lot more freedom because they have the experience to do it. So we'll see what happens in the next few weeks.
Yeah, it should be exciting. I'm definitely very ready for it. I'm very excited to watch you guys play. Don't tell anyone, but you guys are my favorite team to watch. Obviously, the baseball
Secret
team.
safe.
Yeah, secret safe. You're going against a really good team at Babson, but also a really good coach in Coach Blindstrup. And she's been there for twice as long as I've been on this earth, basically. And does it ever kick in? I know you've been coaching for a good amount of time. Like, you're going against someone who's been in the game for 40 years. It's closing in on 1,000 career. Like, does that ever get like, oh, wow, like, I'm going against a really good coach? Or is it at this point kind of like just another coach over there?
I think in my first couple of years, absolutely. But I'm so confident in just the players we have right now. And I really, the program is just, every year I feel that, but even this year, it's just had these, this is my second recruiting class, and the largest one.
Right.
So with the experience on the court, it's just another game, and hopefully they're prepared, so it's just a matter of them showing up. And we played Babson last year at their place, and we didn't play well.
Right.
So you can't play. They're a very good team, very well coached. They went to the second round of the NCAA tournament, and you can't not play well.
Right.
So I think, playing Smith, who is probably one of the best teams I've seen since being at RIC, any team that we've played, they're really good, and we didn't play well. So the score, that's why the outcome was the outcome. So I'm hoping that we learn from that and we bounce back.
Right, especially in that Smith game. I was watching, obviously I had it right after the game, so I was watching a little bit. A little foul trouble for Ange. I know we've talked about kind of in private, a big year for her, and I think that you're expecting her to take a big step up. And, you've seen these kids over the last couple of years. What's, especially for Ange and Nelly, who are supposed to be, those big men down low, what kind of things have you seen them from just the first practice of their first year, and now this practice, Ange in her sophomore, and Nelly in her senior year?
Oh, my God. Well, start with Nelly. Nelly has progressed tremendously.
Right.
Nelly came in, and Wilsha was the go-to and just came off a Rookie of the Year season. And, she's a quieter kid, so she was very much in the shadows of that. But she's so coachable, and she has probably improved more than anybody. So I'm really excited to watch her shine in her senior year. She's worked hard for it. She's proven it every day on the court. She battles with Ange every day. So they get the experience every day of going against two really good post players.
Right.
Ange coming off her rookie of the year season, and obviously I think she always has really high hopes for herself. But she's just got to let it come to her and stay disciplined. They're both excellent players and really complement what we do and how we're running our offense.
Right, and your guards, I know that can be looked at one of the strengths of the team. Antonia had a really good year last year, second team All Little East, capped off with that 27-point explosion in the championship game. Janiyah was all defense, and that's kind of your identity as your team defensively. Last year in the country, you guys were top 10, top 15, a lot of those defensive categories. That's your mentality. Is you're expecting that to continue this year?
Oh yeah, actually, that's one thing we didn't do well, I think, this weekend.
Right.
We played really gritty in that second half against TCNJ, but our defensive identity was a little lost. I don't know if it was the nerves, first game, but that's what we got to get back to. That's what I'm excited for in these next couple games, because that will be who we are. Our defense, our rebounding. We've got the talent to be able to have offense, but it's and our offense is going to look a lot different this year, but it will start with our defense.
Right, and last question before we get out of here. I know you're a busy woman, you got things to do. Just goals for this season. I know obviously LEC championships but what are some goals beyond that this year?
They're really, getting to the NCAA tournament for the first time and realizing, we had the last shot, a couple shots at the buzzer to try and take that from St. John Fisher. They're eager to get back and try and win a game and kind of make a national statement. I think we've gained some regional recognition, but we got something to prove with playing teams like Babson or Smith, and we've got some tough teams on our schedule. And so we really, last year I think we hung around and we did okay in our non-conference. This year our goal is to do better.
Right.
And really try and gain some of that national recognition so that we have hopes to get back to that tournament.
Well, Coach, I know I'm excited to see the season unfold. I know everyone at home's excited, so thanks for sitting down with me, and good luck.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks for checking out this episode of Inside RIC Athletics. I've been Cody Chalifoux. Thank you so much for watching that interview. We have more on the way, so make sure to go to goanchorman.com to find any interviews that you might have missed, any interviews in the future. Make sure to go to goanchorman.com as well to look at the varsity schedule and see what games are going on, when they're going on, if you can make it or if you want to watch at home. And again, we thank you so much for supporting RIC Athletics. Go Anchorman.